Yo games. Tomorrow's Halloween. Recently played a game of Vampire. Think this time last year I did a game of Vampire. Maybe it was Hecatomb. But anyway, checking out some of the new 2024 Paradox Interactive AB Publishers version of Vampire: The Eternal Struggle. Check it out. Yeah. Same card back. But it's under the authority of Black Chantry Productions or Paradox, one of those guys. Okay, V-Test quick reference card. So one thing I noticed from the old version is that they actually tell you what kind of card it is under the symbol most of the time. Guess we'll start with the coterie, the Vamps. All right, we got Jason, Son Newberry. I'm not sure what that is, that pawn, that red pawn. One of the classes, the 4 symbols they can interact with. Camarillo, Primogen. Jason gets +2 votes when casting votes against Blood Hunt referendums. +1 bleed, 7 life. Whatever all that means, but yeah, you know, he's good at voting. Donnie Kowalczyk, Camarillo, Prince of Pittsburgh, 6 life. Evan Klein. I think my boy Ryan was telling me that this is really Johnny Depp. Kind of favors him. Camarilla, as a minion, announces an action directed at Evan. Flip a coin. If it's tails, the action fails. 5 life. And then, yeah. All right, Alexander Silverson. Camarilla, Prince of Birmingham. Vamps must burn 1 blood to cast votes imbalanced against referendums called by Alexander. 8 life. Dr. Stephen Norton, Camarilla, 4 vanilla, and only 2 symbols for some reason. Easy to get out. Alright, then we got Andy Liu, Camarilla, Prince of Taipei. I guess the females also function as princes too, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. And these are like extra. Okay, these are largely tokens and such, looks like. And then stuff on the back. We'll get to those in a second. Alright, and then the main deck. Greenback main deck. We got Blood Dawn. Well, first let's go over the V-Test reference card. Alright, turn sequence, unlock phase, unlock all your cards. You may gain 1 pull from the edge. Of course, untap. Master phase, play 1 master card. Not to be confused with the Visa. Minion phase, take actions and modify them with action modifiers. In combat, play combat cards. Action types, ally, equipment, political, retainer. Combat steps before range, determine range before strikes. Strike, damage resolution, press, end of round. And out of turn, play reaction and combat cards. Influence phase. At the start of this phase, you normally receive 4 transfers. Move blood around. 5 discard phase. You may discard 1 card from your hand. Disciplines. Animalism. Okay, paw. Auspex. Eyeball. Blood sorcery. Lines. Celerity. Thunderbolt. And dominate, and one of them is a square, and the other ones are diamonds. Fortitude, obfuscate, potence, presence, protean, cleanse, Banu Hakim, Bruja, Gangrel, Malkavian, Ministry, Nosferatu, Toreador, Tremere, and Ventru, That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And they got a big video game coming back out too. Big new part 2 to their big video game. Other directed action: D in the circle, blood cost, pool cost, capacity, titles, 1 vote Primogen, 2 votes Baron or Prince, okay, 3 votes Justicar, blackchantry.com for the full rulebook, but great reference card though. Way less confusing than the first version. Alright, and a lot of these, I played with this deck, so there should be a lot of dupes. Blood Doll, Master. Put this card on a vamp you control during their master phase. This vamp's controller can move 1 blood from this vampire to their pool, or from their pool to this vampire. Game seemed like it hinged a lot on getting certain type of cards out. It might be these master cards, I believe, but I'll see it in a second. But alright, that's that. Blood Dome. Alright, Elder Impersonation, modifier card, +1 stealth, only usable if a minion attempts to block. That attempt fails and the blocking minion can't attempt to block this action again. Okay, can't block. Parity Shift, requires Prince or Justicar. And Justicar gets 3 votes, right? Yeah, 3 votes. Choose a Methuselah. Choose a Methuselah who has more pool than you do, and allocate 3 of their pool among 1 or more other Methuselahs, including you. A successful referendum means the pool is distributed as you choose. Alright, yeah, moving the blood. I think you start with like 30 life, 30 beads, and then once you lose those 30 beads, you lose the game. But if you knock somebody out, I believe you get 5 extra beads, which makes the end game snowball. Alright, Malkavian Justicar. Title, choose a ready Camarilla, Malkavian successful, successful referendum means this card is put on the chosen Malkavian to represent the unique Camarilla title of Malkavian Justicar. During this referendum, each Malkavian gets +1 vote. Okay. The monarch, if you will. I forget what that word is in freaking Commander. Alright, then we got Forgotten Labyrinth. Not usable during a bleed action, +2 stealth, +3 stealth. A lot of flavor text. Then we got Eyes of Argus. What's that? Auspex, yeah, Auspex. Only usable during an action directed at you or a card you control, +2 intercepts. Only usable by a locked vampire. This vampire wakes. They ignore the requirement to be unlocked for playing reaction cards and attempting to block until the end of the action. Yeah, so what I was saying, like when it's a reaction, they actually put the words reaction under there, so way easier to onboard into this version. Alright, wake with evening's freshness. Nice art there. Only usable by a locked vampire. Don't replace until your next unlock phase. This vampire wakes. They ignore the requirement to be unlocked for playing reaction cards and attempting to block until the end of the action. 2 of those right there, clumped up. Alright, yeah, the game is about, it seems like the game largely hinges upon getting the right master cards out. These become enchantments and field spells, and they can greatly contribute to your win. But unique location, Haven. Put this card on a minion you control. This minion can't be the target of other Methuselah's actions. Master cards targeting this minion cost +1 pool. Burn this card after this minion goes to torpor. A minion can only have 1 Haven. So this is like just protection right here. Alright, old friends. Do not replace until your next unlock phase. Only usable during a bleed action, +1 bleed, limited. Only usable during the polling step of a political action. This vampire gets +2 votes. I think there's a 1 blood cost for playing this card. Scouting mission. Always love to see some stained glass in a game. Bleed with +1 bleed. +1 stealth action. Add 2 blood to a younger vampire in your uncontrolled region. I mean, it's amazing how trusting these Camarilla bastards can be. Jimmy Dunn. Cloak the Gathering. +1 stealth. Only usable by a ready vampire other than the acting minion. The acting minion gives +1 stealth. Another scouting. No trace. Only usable at long range. Strike combat ends. Strike combat ends. 1 cost. Scouting mission again. Faceless Knight. +1 stealth. As above. +1 stealth. I guess it's saying as above, +1 stealth. And minions who attempt to block this action and fail become locked before action resolution. Deflection. Alright, it's been 10 minutes, but like, you know, if you care to pause the video. Burning equipment that's necessary. Burn a location. And I think this game is you can have like unlimited number of a card in the deck. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what I remember hearing. The vamp is flipping the bird. Won't too much get that in Magic the Gathering. Parody Shift. Bazungas. Lost in Crowds. Telepathic Old Friends. Faceless Knight. Lost in Crowds. Elder Library. Telepathic Misdirection. Parody Shift. Scouting Mission. Anarchist Uprising. Forgotten Labyrinth. The Barons. Cloak the Gathering. Elysium. Let's read this one. The Palace of Versailles. Unique location. You can lock this card during the polling step of a political action to give each ready title Camarilla vampire you control +1 vote. Alright, tap this during polling step and give your Camarillas +1 vote. So, like, you vote to make things go your way. And there's a 2 cost there. I forget what that cost is, but alright. And then we got this extra deck of cards they gave us. You pretty much, if you know the prince of the area, they sent our prince of the area like a gang of cards. So this deck was free to me, and we get a bunch of tokens and stuff. But Blood Dog token. Maybe these aren't tokens, these are just a card, but like if you already know the text to the card, it's like you should know the text to this card by now, but I don't. Child of the Revolution. Sweet art. Okay, yeah, these are just full arts. Child of the Revolution. Enchant Kindred. Again, it's on the back. Kind of some info. Blackchantry.com. IG. Tiny URL. Discord. Facebook.com. Faceless Knight. Govern the Unaligned. Parody Shifts. And just some random cards, I believe. Tigurius Vizier. Camarilla, 2 votes, titled while Victoria Ash is in your ready region. Tigurius gets +2 votes and +1 strength. Big old 10 ball right there. Mind of the Wilds. The Meddling of Simsith. Jake Washington. Unique, put this card in play. It becomes a unique mortal ally with 1 life, 0 strength, and 0 bleed. During your unlock phase, you can burn Jake to add up to 4 blood to a ready vampire with no blood. So I guess this is just a sacrificial card, but you got to keep him alive to get the 4 blood is what I'm guessing. Sounds like it. And again, it's a master card, so I think you can only play 1 master card a turn, and then, but there can only be, I don't know how it goes. But Depravity, master, unique. Put this card on a ready vampire you control. The vampire gets +1 strength. The vampire gets +1 stealth during Diablo reactions. This vamp can't recruit allies or employ retainers. Alright. Conquer the Beast. A nice glow. Ambush, Mila. She got the Boosie fade. Bolsa Gutsarkowski, Quillian, Gabriel Timblay. Okay, they gave us a lot of vamps. Okay, Anne Marie Bourgeois, Canoe Recruiter. Equipment cost Anne Marie -1 pool. Ryrick Waldberg, Laura Goldman, Andre the Manipulator with the YOLO cap. While Andre is ready, you get +2 hand size. And Hamid Mansour, Camarilla for life. And yeah, I think the normal hand size is 7, and after you play a card, you always draw back up to 7 in your hand. Something like that, for the most part. I'm trying to think of how you end up running out of cards. I can't remember, but video coming up tomorrow. Got a 4-player. I think the game lasted, I want to say 4 hours, but it might have been 3 hours though. But anyway, holla back. All your games, same bad time, same bad channel.